Hey, face caretaker. Today I am doing a red lip for Valentine's Day, and I'm going to choose a lipstick. So, the first things first, I have my regular foundation on. I use the Matte 3D in Ivory W150. That's my color. And I'm gonna start off. Oh, and I have a little bit of blush on just so I don't look. I look a little alive for my live. But the first thing I'm gonna say about doing a red lip for Valentine's Day is number one, you need to have smooth, well exfoliated, well moisturized lips. And that's wonderful. However, you have to take your lip balm off before you put your lipstick on. Otherwise, it's going to just move around. And that is what we don't want when we do a red lip. So the first thing we're going to do is oil mattifier, because this is going to matte out your lips and it's going to make it so no oils come through on your lips or around your lips. So tiny. When I say tiny, I mean a little dab will do you. Usually I would not use an oil mattifier on my lips, but this is your super secret. I have the pleasure to study with a makeup artist, and she says start with oil mattifier. And that's step one. Step two is a little counterintuitive because I'm going to literally take all of the color away from my lips. And I'm going to start with my foundation brush, and I'm going to use, like I would use this all over my face. I'm going to use it all over the area of my lips. So here we go. And I'm going to look a little bit funny, like I have a milk mustache, like from the 80s. Remember the commercials? And I am going all around my mouth area and getting my lips absolutely blank canvas. Okay, so when I started this, I did not anticipate that the camera would maybe not be enough for me to use. So I am going to get my, maybe I don't have one. I need a mirror. Here it is. I'm going to use my my palette here with the mirror so that I can see what I'm doing. So step two, take all the color out of your lips. Step three, it's a little counterintuitive, but you're going to use your natural lip tone of lip liner. And so this is going to do a couple things. One, it's going to create like a little berm to keep your lipstick where it needs to stay, so it doesn't feather. And it's going to create a base so that when your traditional lipstick, which is what I'm using, you know, like the kind in a tube that, you know, beautiful, the way it works, like it's not a stain. So as it fades over time, like you drink your coffee, you have a meeting, you go have a Danish, whatever, as it fades, you don't want it to look like you have a harsh line around the outside of your lips. So find a rather neutral color. So I like this. This was limited edition. It came in a nude set, and there are plenty of these beautiful colors in a mechanical pencil. So for me, I always start with an X in the center. If you are into bringing that line all the way across, you can absolutely do that. But I prefer to do the traditional X in the middle, and then I come down all the way, and I simply line my lips. So this trick to matte out your actual lips is a really great way if you have a little unevenness going on. You can also overdraw on one side, like I could use a little bit more here if I wanted. Really, it doesn't have to be perfect. Your face, I mean. So from here, you can fill it in. I feel like I should be one of those YouTube influencers who has like music in the background, but I'm really just a regular gal doing her makeup. And so I fill that in with liner. So when I'm finished with this, my next step is to actually choose a lipstick. And that seems to be a really big challenge for a lot of my clients is what red do I choose based on my skin tone? So let's break it down super simple. If you have super light ivory skin, you're going to do best with pinks. If you are in the beige tone like I am, like Jennifer Lopez looking, you're going to look best in a true red or a scarlet red. And if you're bronzer, you are going to look great in anything that has some berry colors. So that is really the most simple thing I can come up with, because as soon as you say blue red to me, now I'm out of the makeup arena because I can't see it. I don't get it. But if you want to go strictly based on skin tone, keep it simple. My recommendation is light ivory is pink, beige is a true red, and bronze is a little berry. So that might simplify some things for you. I know it did for me. So for me, I am going to use this. This is not it, but look at how gorgeous. See this appleberry? I love this color. It's beautiful. There's another one here called, this one is Scarlet Red. And this one was a limited edition. This was Hearts Together, but this is like a pink. This is definitely not a red, but I don't have another pink. But check out the difference between these two. See how one's a little more true red and one is a little bit berry? So that's what I'm going with. So I'm going to use this Scarlet Red, and I'm actually going to use a lip brush. So I am a firm believer that layers are much better than like adding gobs. So for example, you would do the same thing with your concealer. If I had a spot that I wanted to cover, I would use some concealer on that spot and I'd let it set and be like, I maybe need a little more. And I'd let it set. I could do even more. Okay, so excuse me, you're going to do the same thing with your lipstick. So all I do is I pick some up with my brush. Literally, see how I have my color on there? I get my mirror out so I can see. And I add a little layer. And I just fill it in until I get all of it absolutely colored. Okay. So I'm gonna do this in layers. So that's a pretty good start, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is, if I want to have a little smoocheroonie, if I go out like this and I'm going to transfer this. Like dark reds are really easy to transfer. So my super secret is a little bit of translucent powder. So this is a really, really fine. This is like a 6 times milled powder. And I'm going to use an eye crease brush. So this is perfect to put on the end. And, you know, in the olden days, you would use a tissue. You can just knock this off a little bit. And you're going to mat this out. Pick up just a little more. And that is going to protect the first layer of lipstick that you put down. So now I go back to my cream brush. I go to my very beautiful Scarlet Red lipstick. This is not it. I have too many of them sitting out here. This is my Scarlet Red. You too can be a Mary Kay beauty consultant. I load up my brush again. I use my mirror and I just draw inside the lines. Now, if you make a mistake, you can use a little concealer. You can also use a Q-tip and some micellar water to simply wipe it away. So so this is a really quiet video. I can see somebody is watching with me. Hello. Crush the like button, send me a comment, ask me a question. What do you think? Like, there we are, and we're back. Thank you for sticking with me through some connectivity connection issues. I think we're okay now. If you're still with me and you can still see me, let me know. So I'm going to go back yet another layer with my translucent powder. And I am going, hi, Aunt Linda, I see you. What do you think of my red lip? So this is a pretty old school trick. I'm sure that you have seen this before, to put translucent powder or maybe any foundation powder in layers over your lipstick. So you can build this as many layers as you'd want. I maybe wouldn't go more than 4, but I'm going to go for a third. So here I am picking up some more of my beautiful, beautiful Scarlet Red, and I'm going to put a final layer on. It just depends how intense you want this to look. What do you think? So this is really good at preventing the classic lipstick on your teeth. So if I were to simply take this and put it on its own, I would really have too much product on it, and I would likely use a tissue to blot. So that's a pretty classic lipstick tip, right? So when I use a brush, I'm going to use a lot less product, and I'm going to have longer staying power. Now you can leave this here. Toss your brush and your lipstick in a makeup bag so it doesn't ruin the rest of your purse. So I use a bag like this for my cosmetics throughout the day, and when it gets a little schmutzy, I just toss it in the top of the dishwasher. But let me know if you'd be interested in a bag like that. But there's my lip. I posted the instructions about how to do this in my VIP Take Care of Your Face group. And if you would like a personalized tutorial about using the lipstick that you have purchased from me or something that you have kicking around in your drawer, I would be happy to meet with you virtually. And crush the like button, drop me a comment, and I think that's beautiful. You could actually add a gloss to this if you wanted to. Anything. You could use a sheer illusion. You could use any kind of gloss. Personally, I like to leave it like this. I think it really has more staying power if you leave it like this. So I hope that this was a helpful under 15-minute tutorial about how to get that great Valentine's Day look for your red lip. Happy Valentine's Day.